Today is February 26th, and I have some exciting news to share with everybody. So I have been thinking for quite some time about this, and just some things over the past year have really made me gravitate towards this. And I do want to preface this with if you have any sorts of eating disorder or body image concerns, like any of those triggers, this may not be the video for you. I understand you might want to hear about whatever my announcement is going to be, but I do not want to harm your mental health by talking about a topic that could be really distressing to you. So with that being said, I appreciate you for clicking on today's video, and if you can't stay, I totally understand. Welcome back to my channel. I am Vanessa if you're new here, and I appreciate you all for sticking around to watch today's video to see what the heck this big announcement is. So I'm pretty sure it's not a huge surprise that I am a bigger gal. Some terms you might use are plus size, overweight, obese, fat, whatever. But I have been overweight my whole life, since I was 5 or 6 years old. After my parents divorced, I turned to eating to cope with my emotions, or I even turned to my academics, and I excelled. Definitely lots of trauma, I would say, that I didn't realize was trauma at the time. There was a lot of emotional unattachment with my parents, and just, I don't know. I wouldn't say that my parents are bad parents. They were definitely doing the best they could. However, it did possibly, I don't know, given my upbringing, my genetics, my environment, everything, I have just been overweight my whole life. Currently, I am the highest I've ever been, and I have not actually been this high since I was in college. Now, there was a period of time a couple of years ago, it's probably 5 or 6 years ago at this point, I can't believe that it was that long ago, but I actually lost about 60 pounds. I was working out pretty religiously, and sometimes 2-3 times a day. I was also not eating very much. I think when I look back, I was definitely starving myself, and I was eating probably under 1,200 or even 1,000 calories a day. So very rapid weight loss within 6 months. That's how fast forward a few years, and I've been trying to start a family with my partner and have been unsuccessful, unfortunately. So we have tried fertility treatment, nothing super intense. We haven't even gone through IUI, but we have worked with a fertility clinic for at least one round, where we have basically, checked out all the parts, and we've been tracking, to see when I was ovulating. I have some health conditions that, since I've gained weight, it makes it a little bit harder for me to conceive naturally. So, we had even gone down this road of thinking about adoption, and the wait lists for adopting an infant are just so long. I'm talking 3 to 5 years. And I was like, whatever the route might be for us to have children, I'm still waiting. Whether it's waiting for a biological child, waiting for an adopted child. And I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'm waiting. So I figured that I would stop putting my life on hold, and I looked into, at least more seriously, because I've looked into this before, I've looked into more seriously bariatric surgery. And I actually found something a little less invasive than bariatric surgery called endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty. So ESG is the acronym. And basically, if you're familiar with the process of the gastric sleeve, they cut away your stomach and it looks like a sleeve. I'll try to insert some photos. But with the ESG, you are not cutting away the stomach. You're simply going in with an endoscope, down your throat. Well, the doctor is, and you're going down your throat and all the way down into your stomach. There's essentially suturing from the inside, making your stomach smaller. So the best way I can describe this is if this is the inside of my stomach, this endoscope is going inside, okay? And from the inside, it's kind of closing in. So I have a smaller sleeve, smaller stomach, right? And the outcomes are actually just as effective as bariatric surgery, where, patients are expected to lose 20% of their total weight. And actually the procedure is way less invasive. It takes 45 minutes to do the whole thing. And your recovery time is only a couple of days. You can get up and walk around immediately. So I'm going to be vlogging my journey. I know this video won't be out for quite some time, but I did just kind of want to say, like, I'm 1 week out from my procedure and very excited. I do have to follow like a liquid diet and everything the day before for until up a couple of weeks post-op. So I hope that it's okay that you guys stick around, and I will try to remember to put the trigger warning, trigger content, whatever, at the beginning of my videos. So that way, if you are interested in knowing about my journey, that's what this topic will be. But I'm hoping that the people who this triggers them have long since left. But I know this isn't necessarily bookish content, so I just wanted to kind of bring that up because it is part of my life. It is part of what I'm going through, and I assume, assuming that I follow the guidelines set forth with the diet and everything, my face will start changing on stream and I will start to look like I've lost weight. And I only want to bring this up because as a mental health provider, I'm often thinking about ways to be proactive and get ahead of things. So I foresee people saying like, oh, you look so good, or you look like you've lost weight. And while those comments may be flattering to some people or can be motivating, they're not necessarily always wanted by everybody. So I just thought that I would say that way, I'm not like dropping 50 pounds within 6 months because I have some special diet pill. No, it's because I've gone through a surgery. So or a procedure. So I just want to be upfront and clear with everybody that this is what I'm going through. Obviously, there's going to be parts of my life I don't share, but these are the parts of my life I do choose to share. So I hope that everyone is supportive and understanding, and I probably will try to find a way to tie this back into books. I actually have some bookish ideas that I kind of want to bring forth some like female empowerment and body positivity in a way. I have some mixed views on this where I'm not a proponent of health at every size. I'm more so a proponent of you loving who you are, and if you want to change, then you change. When we talk about health at every size, health is not at every size if you think about it. If you are 80 pounds and you are emaciated, you may have an eating disorder. If you are 700 pounds and have a lot of health issues, diabetes, hypertension, etc., that is not healthy. So there are some exceptions at the extremes, but that's not to say that like what you weigh and your physical attributes or anything are tied to your worth. So I just want people to know that this is not something that I'm doing because I'm I feel like my worth is entwined in my weight. Of course, I want to lose weight because it's something I've been overweight my whole life. But my main reasons here are because I want to get pregnant and I want to get rid of some health issues that I have. I have since I gained weight. So thanks guys for tuning in to my little announcement video here. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.